Hi everyone. So for this practice problem, we have a rectangular bin that they tell us has a volume of 646 centimeters cubed. And it says that the base of the bin is a square, the top is open, and it says the cost of the material for the base is 0.5 cents per square centimeter, and the cost of the material for the sides is 0.3 cents per square centimeter. So it asks us to determine the dimensions of the bin that will minimize the cost, and then it says what is the cost. So we're trying to minimize the cost. So I drew my bin here. It's sideways, but that's okay. And instead of using length and width, because I know that the base is a square, I used width for both sides. I used W for both sides. So having a volume typically of a bin like this, a rectangular bin, would be length times width times height. But I know that the length and the width are the same. I also know that the volume is 646. So I'm going to write this like that. But we are trying to minimize the cost. So we want to look at the cost of each piece of this bin. So we have the cost of the base. So the cost of the base is going to be 0.5, so 0.5 cents per square centimeter. So times this W squared. And then the cost of each side is going to be 0.3 per square centimeter, and the square centimeter of each side is going to be W times H. Now keep in mind that we only have one base, but we have four sides, because remember that this is an open bin. So the total cost is going to be 0.5 W squared plus 4, because we have four sides, of this 0.3 WH. So what we want to do is we want to express this cost in terms of just one variable. So I'm going to go back over here to my volume formula, and if I divide both sides by W squared, I'll have 464 over W squared equal to H. So I'm going to use that in my cost formula. Also notice that 4 times 0.3 is 1.2. So I have the cost of 0.5 W squared plus 1.2 W times H. And now I'm going to use that H that I found over here. And we have that. I'm going to need to take the derivative of this and set it equal to 0. So before I do that, I'm going to simplify this and write it in a way that will allow me to use the power rule. So I'm going to have the cost equal to 0.5 W squared. 1.2 times 646 is 775.2. And then one of the W's is going to cancel.